Hi lads, in this video I'm going to go through how to 2013 Ordinary Level Question 4. It tells the figure shows the elevation plan of a logo for a games console PS3. The grid and elevation is made of 15 mm squares and a thickness in plan is 10 mm. Draw one of the following views: A, an isometric view of the initials, or B, an oblique view of the initials. So for this question I'm going to do the B part, so an oblique view of the initials where we go back 45 degrees. So to start off the question, I'm going to draw my baseline first, and I'm going to measure across my 240 and basically draw in the actual outline of my grid. So I have my two lines taken up each side, and we're told that the height of the grid is going to be 105. 105 there, take that across, and there's my outline of the actual grid. So we're told it's divided into 15 mm squares, so basically just step across 15 all the way until you hit 240. So 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90, 105, 120, 135, 150, 165, 180, 195, 210, and then 225, leaving 15 left over for 240. And with all those points, you take them up lightly, because we're only going to draw in heavy the actual PS3 logo. And then for the 105, do the exact same thing again. So we're going to step down 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90, and then we have 105 left once again. And all them lines are taken across lightly as well. Now for the actual PS3. I'm just going to use my 45 now for the rest of this. So I can see for the line down this side, it's heavy down for one box, and then it skips two, and then it's heavy down the rest of the way. It goes across one, it then goes up to this one box less, so basically 3 up. Then we go across 3, so 1, 2, 3 out to here. It goes at 45 degrees, goes up 2 boxes, 4 going back in at 45. And then closing off the top part there. Then for the internal part, it goes heavy across 3, goes 45 degrees to the right, then 45 degrees back to the left, and then that closes off there, and that's the P part done. For the S, there's one box in between with these two heavy here. We'll go 45 degrees this way. I then step across 3 boxes, and it goes down 45 degrees, down 1, and then across 1, back at 45, and then steps across 1, going back down 45 to the left, and then 45 degrees once again to the right, and then it's across 2. And then for the outline, then it goes back out there 45, down 2 boxes, and then for the base goes across a total of 1, 2, 3, so 1, 2, 3 out to here, 4 going back up at 45, and then eventually goes across, down 45 degrees. So it's important to always keep checking and making sure. It's very easy to miss a line or take a box out too far. And then eventually that will close off there, giving me the S part. So then the 3, the last one. So the outline will start over here. It's heavy all the way down to there. 45 degrees each side. Then goes across 3, at the top as well, and they're both down a box and up a box, and they both go in 2 there, and then we go in 45 degrees here and here, and then we go up 1 box, down 1 box, and then it goes across 2 each, and that closes off the 3 then as a result. So that's the grid actually set up. So that's most of your question done now. Next part then is to go in oblique, and I haven't said in previous videos showing how to do this question, but it doesn't matter what way you go 45 degrees. If you want to, you can go out 45 degrees this way or this way. It doesn't make a difference. Once the answer is correct and you've taken the correct distance going back, which is going to be 10 mil, you'll get your full marks. So I'm just going to go back at 45 degrees the way I usually go. So I'm going to take it all to the right, and what I'll do is I'll just do this section here first, just the top half. So I'm going to set 10 mil. Take that across, and remembering every line goes parallel to each other. So if it's 45 this way, I go 45 that way. And then straight down as well, and in at that angle there. And then for this section here, go back 45, and go back 45 here. Just measure 10 mil there, and there. That'll go across there. That will be the top half of the P, and then this will complete the lower half there. That's the P now drawn in oblique. So next thing is the top of the S. So I'll just do this top half of the outline first. Trying to measure 10 again. I have my height there already. That I can just take across. I can draw in there heavy this outline here. Once again, if it goes 45 degrees this way, I take it parallel so that all lines stay 10 mil apart. And then the inside part, all the way up to here. Once again, instead of measuring 10 mil again, I already have my 10 mil width there. So I can just apply to it and speed it up instead of having to measure over and over again. That line there is at 45, so I go back 45. Take that across there. And then this one I go 45 here, so I take this one at 45 as well. And now for the bottom half. So all these lines at 45 degrees. I'm going to measure 10 here. Take that across to there. And go once again parallel 45, so there and there both parallel. And that goes across there to complete the S then. So the last part now I have to do is the actual 3. So the line's out at 45 degrees on the outside edge of 3. I already have my 10 mil height there that I can just step across. Then go back at 45 this way, close that off there, and take this down. And then for the internal section, the exact same idea again. Go back 10 mil. Or you can just take this height across, the exact same thing. If I just line it up, you'll see. It just lines up there automatically. Take that across there. Same with this one here. I can take this height across. Mark that in there. Mark there. And that completes the 3 then. So if you've timed in the exam, you can just colour in if you want as well, just to make it look a bit neater. So hopefully that video helps anybody who may have been stuck on that question.